Would you like more money? Here's 3 things that you don't even know that are blocking you from attracting money. These are 3 things that are keeping you trapped from manifesting money in your life, and you don't even know it. I didn't know these things for forever, and now in hindsight, I'm like, oh my gosh, this changed my life. And it allowed me to get my beautiful dream home with this great view here in Hawaii. Great day here out looking at the Hawaiian Islands. And today I want to talk to you about 3 things keeping you trapped from attracting money, from manifesting money, and you don't even know it. When you do these 3 things, you're going to open up the floodgates. There's a quote in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, and it says something to the effect of, riches, when they come so abundantly and in such vast quantities that one wonders where they were hiding all those lean years. And I thought that was the silliest thing. Oh yeah, they're just hiding. And then these 3 things open up the floodgates, and I'm like, hey, that thing made sense. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Let's open up the floodgates in your life and dive right into this video. Step number 1 is that you're thinking you're not smart enough. That's the number 1 way that we keep ourselves trapped from attracting money in our life. Think about this. Richard Branson, he's a billionaire. He's a creator of the Virgin brand. He called it the Virgin brand because he knew nothing about business. He was a virgin at it. He was also a 16-year-old dyslexic kid when he started it that didn't have further than a middle school education. There's so many people that fall into that category that have created tremendous wealth that aren't quote unquote smart enough. It has so much more to do about the way that you view yourself than credentials. So here's what I want you to consider. You're an individualization of God. Everything is energy. Money is energy, your body is energy, the wall is energy. Everything is energy. And you are an individualization of this energy, of this source. Therefore, it's your birthright to partake in the abundance of life. You would not be here if you weren't meant to live a fully abundant, free life. You wouldn't be here. You're an individualization of God energy, and that God energy wants to express itself through you. Your desire for money is really your desire to experience more of God, to experience more of the universe. Because what is everything? God is in everything. It's in the wall. It's in every cell of your body. It's in the house you want, the car you want. It's in everything. So your desire for things is really your desire to experience oneness and more of God's creation. That's all it is. So actually you have the universe and God on your side for you to have abundance. But you live in a world of free will. And even pain teaches us lessons. And a pain that I know I had for a lot of time was thinking that I wasn't good enough and smart enough for my YouTube channel to take off. I thought I was too young. I dropped out of college. So I thought that I was like, maybe I'm not intelligent enough after working for a really long time and not getting progress. Maybe I'm not smart enough. I'm not as smart as them. I'm not as smart as this person. And what happens is you create your own financial prison that you trap yourself in. And I want you to affirm this. It is my right to be rich. Say that. It is my right to be rich. You know, nothing changed in my life. I was on the phone with Bob Proctor a few years ago, and I brought something up about, I said, I'm this old, and da-da-da, and he said, stop saying that. Stop telling me how old you are. You're a soul. You're not a physical body. He said, your physical body is just your rental car you're using for your soul, but you keep categorizing your physical body as who you are. And you think you're too young. That's why you're struggling. You keep telling me your age. Your age has nothing to do with your ability to attract success, your ability to positively influence people's lives, and surely it has no influence on money. What is money? Money is energy. And what you're doing is compartmentalizing, limiting your infinite energy into a very small fraction of who you are and saying, this is how old I am, therefore this is what I'm capable of. And what I'm inviting you to do is consider that you are a spiritual being in a physical body. Your spirit, your essence of who you are, isn't bound to any of your perceived limitations right now that you have in your life. And your spirit is one with God. And that energy is in everything. So really, you're one with money already. Right? Isn't that interesting? And when your perception of it changes, the money starts showing up. It's just like when you're looking for your car keys, but they were actually in your pocket, and you looked around the house for like 40 minutes and you're getting all pissed off, and then they were in your pocket. Or you're looking for your phone, but it's on silent and it ended up being in your hand. You're looking for money. You're looking for a solution to your problem, but the key is actually within yourself. And the key is you're already one with the energy of abundance. But until you appropriate, until you claim your share of abundance and you realize that no one else is losing by you gaining. In fact, we live in a totally infinite world. So in fact, by you being in the energy of abundance, you're going to help the collective consciousness for other people to tap into it as well. It's the 100th monkey effect, right? The 100th monkey effect was in essence like they took 100 monkeys and then they taught the monkeys something, and then eventually all the other monkeys picked it up. So there's a collective unified consciousness that all the monkeys were tapping into. Similarly, there's a collective unified consciousness that all of us can tap into. And by you tapping into the flow of financial abundance and the flow of freedom, you make it easier for other people to do it. It's the domino effect. And so you're actually helping the world by doing it. So step number 1 is forget about being, oh, I'm not smart enough. Oh, I'm not this enough. Oh, I'm not that enough. No. You are an individualization of God. You're one with the energy of God, and you are a divine being. And the fact that you're here makes it part of your right to experience the fullness of life. And in this instance, money is a vital part of that. It is part of if you love traveling, you should be able to have the money to travel. If you want to help people, if you want to build up your community, help underprivileged kids, you need the money to do that, and you deserve to attract it into your life. So comment down below, I am one with God. Comment down below, I am one with God. Comment down below, I am one with God. And every time the negative thought pops in and says, I'm not good enough, I'm not this enough, remind yourself, I am one with God. Comment down below, I am one with God. Number 2, not seeing the value of it. So what happens when you don't have any money is you convince yourself that it's not valuable. That's what I used to do. I would convince myself that it wasn't valuable and it wasn't important. At least I'm happy. That's what I would tell myself. Imagine if you told your wife or your husband that they weren't that important. How long would they stick around? Not long. And until you psychologically find the importance of money and you find your whys behind it, maybe it's that, think of 3 things you would do if you had more money now. Whether it's you'd go help someone out and you'd buy them a new car because they can't afford it, or whether you go on a trip around the world, you get a nicer house, you put your kids in better school, you have better health care, or you'd help this person, or you'd buy this thing for yourself, something that's exciting. And what you need to do is start to see the value of it and speak to money as if it's a person. You can't, what is a person? A person has a consciousness. A person is an energy field that your consciousness communicates with, right? So you say, yeah, you're not very important. How long is that person going to stick around? Not very long. How long is money going to stick around if you don't have any of it? And the fact that you don't have any of it, you try to rationalize the fact that you don't have any of it by saying over and over again, it's not that important. It's not that important. It's very important. Just agree that in the arena of which money is used, it's very important. Is money everything? Absolutely not. Is money important? Yes, absolutely. And until you start to find the importance of it, psychologically and subconsciously, your subconscious won't create money for you if you don't think it's important. Because your subconscious mind and your brain is always trying to preserve your energy and focus on the things that are of your highest values. And if money is way down here because you constantly say it's not important and you don't need it, your subconscious isn't going to create it for you. So say, I love money because it comes to me. Comment down below, I love money because it comes to me. Comment down below, I love money because it comes to me. I love money, it comes to me when I call. Comment that down below, and if you have trouble with that, start to use my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below, jakeshypnosis.com, to train your subconscious mind for the reality of abundance. It's free, jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below. Number 3, believing what your parents believed. Your parents may have told you money is the root of all evil. Your parents may have said money doesn't grow on trees. You may have grown up in a certain institution. And by parents, I don't just mean you may have grown up without your parents. You may have been raised by foster parents. You may have been raised by your grandparents. You may have been raised by your aunt or your uncle. You may have been raised by just random adults. I just mean in general, what adult figures around you told you, or that you heard them talking about money at the dinner table, or when you came home and they were arguing about it, you know. And what happens is we accept all these subconscious beliefs. 50% of the divorces that happen are because of money. So we associate money with breaking up marriages, right? Subconsciously, that's what a child does. And if you believe what the adult figures tell you, you're living out their reality. And if they don't have the type of financial freedom that you want, you've got to eliminate their beliefs. And the first way to eliminate their beliefs is to ask yourself, what do I believe about money? Do I believe it's bad? Do I believe it doesn't grow on trees? Do I believe I'm not smart enough? Do I believe the rich people controlled all the money, therefore I'm not going to have it? That I should just be happy with my little meager lot in life? What have I been told about money from adults, from authority figures, from the media as I grew up, from all the influences around me? Because when you're young, up until the age you're 7 years old, psychologists say that you're in a brainwave state called theta. Theta is the state that you're in when you're in hypnosis. So essentially what you're doing is you're like a sponge up until the age you're 7. You're just receiving everyone else's energy and it goes directly into your subconscious. Then you spend the rest of your life recreating these subconscious beliefs. And if you heard enough times, money is the root of all evil, just be happy with what you got. Who do you think I am? Rockefeller, you're greedy if you have money. The rich people ruin the world. Money isn't important. And if you heard that enough times, you're going to believe that subconsciously. Even if you don't consciously believe it. Your subconscious mind controls 95% of your life. So the question is, what do you believe about money? You have to change your belief system about it. I used to believe that I was a bad person if I had it. I thought rich people ruin the world. I thought money ruined the world. Money hasn't ruined the world. It's our belief in separation, if anything, that is causing a lot of the chaos that we have in our world. It's our belief that we're separate from one another. So then we have to dominate everyone, and we have to take everything we can, and right? That's what's caused a lot of the chaos in the world. It's not money. Money is energy. It's just like saying that cars are causing problems because somebody gets in a car accident. It's our unawareness, us texting while we're driving. It's us not paying attention. That's what causes accidents, not cars themselves. So I realized I had all these beliefs. It was evil, it was bad, I was passionate about this work that I do, and I thought that if I made money at it, I was somehow a bad person, like that, you know, you should only get money at things that you don't like to do, and if you like your work, you shouldn't get paid for it or something, which is silly, obviously, but I believed all those things. And year after year, I struggled financially to the point where I was stressed all the time. It was sucked. My wife now, she was my girlfriend at the time, she was in debt. And I was like, I gotta figure this out. And I asked myself, what do I believe about money? I never asked myself that because I thought my beliefs were just facts. But they're not facts, they're beliefs. I believe them long enough to think that they're real, but they're not facts. But I thought that they were facts. And I was like, wow. I believe money is the root of all evil. I believe money is bad. I believe that money isn't important. I believe that the rich people have all the money. I believe I'm not smart enough. I believe that the fact that I dropped out of college negatively affects my ability to earn money. I believe I don't know anything about money. And I was like, wow, I have a lot of negative belief systems. Duh, no wonder look at the results of my life. Jesus says, by your fruits you'll know them. My fruits are very minimal. Why? Look at all those beliefs I just shared with you. They were creating my reality. So I had to recreate it, and I started saying, well, you know, actually money only makes me more of what I am. I know a lot of people that have money and they're very generous, they're very great, they're actually do a lot of great things. You know, if I had money, I could donate to places. If I had money, I wouldn't be stressed. I could buy a nice camera and I could work on my spiritual mission of making these videos. I could hire an editor. I could do all these things. I could travel to where I want to travel to experience more life and learn new cultures. I could live in a house that I actually wanted to live in instead of going home every day to my apartment and saying, I hate it here. I could live the life I really wanted. I wouldn't be dependent. I was dependent off my girlfriend. She was in debt. I couldn't even afford a car, so we drove her car, and she had to go to work every day, so it was always these dilemmas. She was paying for everything, but she didn't have enough money anyways. That's why she was in debt. So it was causing all these problems, and I said, look, if I had more money, I'd actually have a lot more solutions. I'd be more self-reliant. I'd be happier. There'd be more peace in my life, and I could help more people. Turns out all of that was true. But I had to change my belief systems about money. So comment down below one of the most limiting belief systems about money that you've just noticed that you have watching these videos, or one that you've become aware of recently. Comment it down below and share it, because what you'll find is you're going to inspire everybody else. Because other people are going to be like, I have that, or I was told that. Oh my gosh, I'm finally breaking free of it. And as you break free of these belief systems, you'll start to see money start to show up. So comment down below. Comment down below, money is my birthright. Comment down below, money is my it's our birthright. Freedom is what is money? It's just a symbol of being able to experience the life that you want. It's not the money itself. A bunch of paper sitting in your room is useless. It's the fact that you can actually use it to fund your church and your community. You can live where you want to live, buy what you want to buy, experience what you want for yourself and for other people. So comment down below. Abundance is my birthright. If you have not yet, make sure that you start to use the second mind. That's my software designed to retrain your brain. You need to retrain your brain for this new reality, because for so many years you've been programmed with this limiting belief systems, and you got to break free of it. So I created a software to do that. It's free to demo. It's thesecondmind.com. And what it's going to do is retrain your brain for prosperity rather than limitation. And when you retrain your brain is going to go about creating financial freedom for you without your conscious effort. It's thesecondmind.com right there down below. It's pinned to the top of the comments. thesecondmind.com right there down below, and you can demo it for free. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification right over there. Like this video to support the channel. Comment down below, I love money. Comment down below, I love money. Most people say, no, I hate it. No, it's not important. Say it, I love it. And what you're going to do is, just like you say, I love a friend, what do? They open up to you. When you tell your friend you don't like them or they aren't important, they close off. Say, I love money. And what's going to happen is the energy of money will start to open itself up to you, and your consciousness will expand. Comment down below, I love money. Have an absolutely beautiful day. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this video. These money traps are actually now going to open up the flow of abundance in your life, because you're starting to change your subconscious programming.